Hey guys, today I wanted to do a update on my tongue piercing. So I did get my tongue pierced back in May. I did make a video about my experience getting that done. So I had my piercing for quite a while and I had no problems with it. I was tightening it every day, which was definitely really important so that the balls wouldn't fall off like it did the second day that I had it done. And that was going well. I was pretty happy with it. I did find it a little bit difficult to clean the piercing, especially underneath the tongue, so it was slightly annoying, but I was getting used to cleaning it and getting better at changing the piercing, and I couldn't generally feel it in my tongue. It did feel completely healed. There were some moments though that I would feel a bit of like throbbing on especially the left side of my tongue, and when I did get it done it was on an angle, which I explained in the first video, because I have a vein running through the center of my tongue. So sometimes when I was speaking a lot, or I'm not sure why else, but I would feel a bit of pinching or throbbing on one side of my tongue, which made me a little bit nervous that maybe it was sitting on a nerve or something, and I know the tongue can be really serious as a piercing. So when I was at work one day, I swallowed the ball while I was eating my lunch, which was really unfortunate, and I had to run out and go buy new piercing, new balls to put it in, and at that point the whole thing had come out of my tongue, so I had to put the new one in, and even after a few minutes, it was kind of healed near the top of my tongue, and it was really stressful. I had to pretty much push it through the piercing. At that point, I wasn't ready to let the piercing go after all of the healing and everything I'd been through. So thankfully I did get it through, and it was okay for a while. So I had it in for maybe a month after that happened, and I went to wear my retainer to bed, which is for my upper teeth. So I put that in, I went to bed, and I woke up with quite a bit of pain in my tongue, like a lot more than usual. And the only thing I can think of is that maybe it got stuck kind of in the top of the retainer for a while, and maybe my tongue was moving and like maybe tore inside or something. I'm not really sure. Like, this is all, I never talked to anyone about this or got it checked or anything. And I tried to salvage it. Like, it hurt quite a bit that day, and I was trying to film videos, and the second I would start speaking, it would start hurting really bad. So at that point, I'm like, okay, you know what, this isn't worth it for me, and especially with my scenario with like a vein and everything, and it just seemed very complicated. And I don't know, there's like lots of horror stories too with tongue piercings, so for me I just thought, you know what, it's not worth it, it's hurting too much right now, and it's pretty sad, especially the 2 weeks of like torture I went through for the healing process while I was on vacation and everything. But yeah, so I took it out. 12 hours later even, I thought, okay, maybe it'll be feeling a bit better. I tried to put the piercing back in and it was completely healed. The tongue heals really quick. I think everything in your mouth is supposed to heal very quickly. So that was it. I took it out. The hole has healed completely. My tongue feels back to normal. I don't have any pain or any twitching or anything anymore. So I think it was a good decision for me. I'm happy I did have it in when I was filming, so I do kind of get to look back at that. And I am proud of myself for going through with that piercing. It's something that had always scared me, and I feel like proud of myself for going through with it. So I also want to point out that I had a bit of trouble eating as well, and I'm not sure if this depends like where they pierce your tongue, or how flexible your tongue is, or how long your tongue is. I'm not really sure, but I found it really difficult to stick my tongue out all the way. I also found it impossible to clean outside my teeth when I was eating. So I just felt like I couldn't use my tongue to its full extent, and you never really realize how much you use your tongue until you kind of can't. And I also found that no one would realize that I had my tongue pierced, and I don't know, it just seemed like the pros of having it and the cons, they just started to outweigh each other, so it just felt like the right time to take it out. So that was my tongue piercing kind of experience and why I removed mine. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you have any questions on my personal experience. or anything else down below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video.